Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another edition of the Grime and Game Grimecast. Who do we have in the room today?
Batman.
Batman's good, good. Also, I'm assuming Aquaman?
No, because I don't drive a Sea-Doo. Jesus.
Okay.
I'm Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I have
And
a
then Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
And then...
I'll be Catwoman.
Okay. Good arrangement. We have a lot of melee, we have a lot of powers. It appears that today, all of us are in agreement it has been a day full of stupidity because of people and events. So to that, the way we handle that is raise a glass and just say to stupidity.
To stupidity.
Stupidity.
Don't go.
That's not that bad.
Of course not. You love it. It's cheap and it's dirty.
We're not talking about the male hookers she goes out with either.
Well, no.
It's like the old Fallout 2 joke in the middle of a boxing round. This match is brought to you by Rotgut. When you gotta get wasted, nothing else around, choose Rotgut. So, well, we can start in a clockwise fashion if you like, and we'll try to keep this as general as possible. If we're dealing with frustration, which of course is from other people, primarily, more than anything else, never anything we do, right? What would you... Give us an example, an anecdotal example of something dumb that happened to you today.
My roommate's a douchebag.
Good.
Just even seeing the sight of him just pisses me off.
The face, right?
The face.
Is it the goatee that doesn't tickle your balls enough? Is that what it is?
It's something. I don't know. It's the Peter Griffin look. It's the...
I don't have any
It's the Peter
glasses.
Griffin voice.
You know, actually, I like it. Now that you brought up the stupidity, my stupid douchebag boss hired this stupid kid to load people. That's all his job is,
Load
to be
actual
in
people.
one. Yep, just load
Would you
people
say he's a
in like
loader?
Hearst. He loads them in Hearsts. Yeah, this is one simple-minded job, really, and it's hard work. Every job's hard, I guess, but you know, whatever. He's Eeyore that stays outside in one area, you know, and he just services people's needs.
Does he have the Eeyore hangdog feel and look?
Well, actually, he has, yes, but he has that more. I call him Peter now. I
Or is
changed
he
his name to Peter
Snuffleupagus?
because he just reminds me of Peter Griffin. What did you say?
Snuffleupagus. You're like, hi, bird. He's not like Moby and all that. You said like Eeyore, so I'm assuming like depressed. Or is he on smack like Snuffleupagus?
All right, boo. Fuck off now. I gotta go do heroin.
Where's the trailer? But yeah, he's just so stupid. I just
Cole, give me an anecdotal example. What is this ambiguous person that is supposed to be there to
okay. So
pick up things?
Well,
What has he done?
just stupid things. Just stupid
Well, I'm asking
things.
for
It's just so
specific
stupid.
things.
It's stupid. No.
When you say stupid, is it
He doesn't know a lot.
Okay,
He
go on.
doesn't know a lot. He doesn't take responsibility for anything he learns. He always brings up some sort of defect he has or something. And like he called me and someone else over. Like we were supposed to help. He's like, "You guys need to get over here. Hurry up. Get over here. Over here." Like I'm like, crap. We're gonna have to do some work.
Mm-hmm.
So we get over.
You're afraid of work, man.
I know. I hide from it. I'm like, so we get over there, and he's like, some asshole poked holes in the concrete with the forklift.
I'd be like, no, I just like to, fondle my way with the concrete bags in our spare time, so that's why all the holes are poked in it.
It's a highly specific texture and probably a thing for someone out there.
That would actually be cool, especially you don't ever use lube. But that is the
I could
thing,
just
all right?
see somebody
Very
just coming up. What's everybody doing? Don't watch. Don't watch. Sir, pull your pants up. Don't look at me.
Dry too. It'll get you done quicker.
Make it reverse. They'll turn the corner. They'll see you doing that. They'll be just mouths aghast. No nothing to say. You turn to them. Can I help you? None of it stopping.
I'm actually gonna try that. I'm gonna get some concrete and just like.
I'm assuming it's gonna be like an old lady. How
Nah.
like say it's like Nesquik. It's all dry and gritty until you
Is it-
spit on it.
And then it sets up real hard. Would you use the original packaging? Would you use a different container? Like something with more rubbery or elastic?
More elastic, I
More
guess.
elastic.
I guess, yes.
Because
That makes
those
sense, yeah.
those card paper bags, I don't think it would be a very pleasant experience. Getting the pebbles, you're taking a huge risk, but I guess go for it.
I mean, you can just get the Portland cement. It's finer. It's just
No. I don't like that feeling. I might as well just put a freaking lubed up condom on
But
it.
the
No way.
silicates.
Yes.
Okay,
No.
so the point
I
was
like
about
the aggregate.
Nice.
I like that.
The raw.
Scratches
Sorry,
in the
we have a
corner
lady
were
here.
fantastic. So this was about.
All he told me. Normally, we have 2-3 bags on the bottom row of the pallets
Sure.
that are
They
broken.
get messed
It
up,
happens. Yeah, it happens. And this guy somehow just like, while he had his Peter Griffin laughs, is like, yeah, asshole. I'm like, you called me here for this.
Mm-hmm.
You called me here for this. I mean, like, it's one of those scenes where you've probably seen in many different shows and movies where the guy just runs out of nowhere just to tackle the fucker. It's like out of anger and pissed off.
You hear him off frame, and it just flies.
I had a run-in with this gentleman earlier today, too. I already told him once that I was like, sorry, man, I can't help you with what you need. And all of a sudden I get a call. I was told to call you to help me with this. I told you already once today, dipshit, that I can't do this. What makes you think that 30 seconds ago from now it changed at all? I'm f***ing busy. Go F yourself.
I'm doing things you can't do. You can't do the things you can do. What are we doing here even? Why are you here?
Pretty much.
But there's one more I want to bring up too. Well, not bring up, but there is a certain associate in the hardware department.
That's getting specific, man. Okay, go for it.
He talked to me one day. I mentioned brain cells, and he's like, "Yeah, did you know that brain cells, when they die, they don't come back?" I'm like, actually, I thought, and I learned in school, brain cells regenerate a certain amount at a certain time frame, per second.
You get some
they
back, but you
regenerate.
usually spend them way faster than you get them back.
Yeah, and he's like, no, I'm pretty sure when your brain cells die, they stay dead. And the first thing I said to him was, and I'm pretty sure yours do. It was just like, I said it to him and he laughed. He just said that, right on. Like,
Is it an age thing, do you think? Because we're all starting to bump into a more serious decade of our lives, little by little. So people that are 5, 6 years younger than us start to get
it's
curiously
stupid.
upsetting.
Public school is just terrible too. I mean,
Between year 5 and 6 years is
oh yeah, you're
out of
youngin'.
college, just fresh out of college, first or second year. Maybe you're probably in the same boat here when I mentioned this. Mine is I am probably my second year in college. I'm still partying and sleeping with random women.
You're comparing to high schoolers.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I got high schoolers, you got a bunch of college graduates. So
See, now the college graduates are still high schoolers.
It confuses the hell out of me that they entrust you with responsibility, but here we are.
Yeah, I think it is a millennial thing or an education thing. Or,
Well, we're all
yeah,
millennials.
I don't.
yes,
No, I thought we hit just like the
No.
border. I thought we're at the border, like Generation X and Generation Y. You're right there at the border.
Generation Z.
But yeah, like I knew one person. I just look at him like, how the fuck did you graduate high school? Like
How did you
seriously,
get
is it
employed
an
is my
attendance
question.
thing? It's just like.
When you see a person day in, day out, and you look at them and you just, why? Why are you here?
Like, you didn't know Britain was an island? Are you fucking kidding me?
I thought it was an archipelago myself, but
It is just like, okay. At a certain point, you're just like, okay.
I have to let this go. I'm gonna lose more brain cells if I hang on to this.
Yes.
So that's the purging stupidity. Okay. Was there anything else that happened? Anecdotally,
Oh,
semi-vaguely?
many things, but we're on the stupid people
Well,
talking.
You
that
gave me
confers a
2,
lot.
and they're pretty mild. Do you have like a third one, a zinger, a top 3?
Yes. So I was with a really freaking jerk off guy I worked with in paint, and some lady customer come, and I have 50 million. It's just hard to think at the moment. But some nice lady came, and we were out of the 5-gallon sticks, so we tried to offer her 1 gallon. And she's like, no, do you have something bigger? I'm like, no, take her out in the back. I'll get you something bigger. No, but she's, I'm like, okay, we have a yardstick. And she's like, oh, okay, how long's that? So my dick freaking coworker was like, yard? Oh, can I see it? It's just one of those things. But yeah, every time someone asks me if they could ask a stupid question, I just tell them that's my favorite kind.
It is. They're sometimes entertaining. It's a lower risk than saying, no, don't, please. Or say, okay, this is a very smart question. That was not a smart question.
we're just gonna feed you a bunch of bullshit to make you think it was smart, so you could keep asking us stupid questions. Now, there's many things, but yeah, there's many things. Sorry.
I get playful at this point. It's somebody asks, you ask them if you can help them, and they wave it off in that certain way that makes you sure that they will ask you in just a couple of seconds. Then you walk away, say, excuse me, can you help me? And I say, no, you already waived that privilege. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm fucking around with you want.
I've noticed too, like especially when an angry customer yelling at you or something, I think more in my head these terrible thoughts, but then I find myself not saying any of them.
To a certain point.
Like at a point, yeah, I had a
then
temper
it
to
flips.
where I would just
then you
say
don't
it,
think
but-
you don't know you're thinking the thought, but you hear yourself saying it. Like, is that my voice? Is that? Oh no! Oh no! I can't take that back.
I had a guy come up to me at the front registers one day. I think I told you this story. Wanted to return something he bought a year ago. And he starts explaining this whole situation to me. He's like, now, if you were a customer, wouldn't you be angry? No. How could you say that to a customer? Oh, why the fuck did you ask? Maybe you wouldn't have got my response if you didn't ask me.
Can I ask your honest opinion? Please don't. Please don't.
Pretty much. He was like, would you not truly be upset? No.
No.
I've worked both sides. No. That, how could you say that? Like,
Is this your first time, sir? Is this your first time?
like, why are you acting like a complete drama queen all of a sudden out of nowhere? And all of a sudden, why is this a big deal? 30 seconds ago, you were okay for me, fixing your problem, and now it's all a big deal because you asked my opinion. Mm-hmm. But it was just shocked me that this guy was like, how dare you?
Yeah.
This is not appropriate.
Pretty much. I just couldn't get over it. I'm like, okay, whatever, dude.
It's frustrating. But you know what? We have someone who's been joining us lately, and I don't think any of us actually know really the entails of her job.
Well, one of us do. I mean, he does.
I try not to ask.
Oh.
Although one of my ex-fiance was a pharmacy tech, and I swear there's a bunch of stupid stories on that one, and I would hate to hear her. And I'm just like, oh god, just hearing two different sides, retail, pharmacy, you do many other jobs, just entail just
The more
makes you
people
like
are involved.
disbelief in humanity.
Sure.
So-
the more people are involved, the worse it gets. If a job is go out there on the wire and fix the wire, not a whole lot of stupid, funny, crazy stories, not stupid. Deals with people, my goodness. Well,
So
Kai,
please,
So
Wonder Woman.
No, he was Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's right.
she's Catwoman.
I work in a financial institution, so in the world of banking, and
Bringing Americans in debt.
it's just amazing to me how people come in completely unprepared. They don't even know how to communicate to me what they want. They just know, like, put the money in my wallet or whatever. Like, so they, I had a guy come in. He's like, okay, I need some help with my account. Okay, what's your account number? I don't know. Okay, I can look you up by social or your ID. I don't have my ID. Okay, what's your social? I don't know.
Let me ask you one thing.
So
did
how
he
did
drive
you-
a white pickup truck, and was
No.
he brown?
No. But I'm just, how did you expect me to find your account if you don't know anything? You literally know nothing. You don't even know what you want. Things like that, or a girl coming in, oh, I applied for this loan online and I'm here for the check, and I look it up, I'm like, we're not even close to that point. Like, we need so many things signed and completed and documents. Like, we're not even close to that. Like, you didn't even read what we sent you. Just things like that. People just completely unprepared, not knowing what they want, not knowing how to get it.
Are you aware that you have their money, right?
Oh yeah, people are so disrespectful too. They act like they have the upper hand, and really they don't. Like,
So do you make them do weird things, or
No.
provide
No.
entertainment? Say,
That
yeah,
is
you want your
like-
money? Just bend down.
Start
walking
dancing.
into, like a federal building, basically. Like, I expect people to come in respectfully. Like, it's amazing that people wear hats and sunglasses, and we've had people come in with their guns, and I'm just like, that's not okay.
This ain't Arizona.
Like, why?
Just before you start with the
it's
point of the
okay.
sign, just like, sir,
Oh.
ma'am.
Yeah,
sir.
everything's posted.
Have you ever done that too? You just be like, ma'am, all I have to do is tell that guy, that really big guy with the big gun, that you're robbing me. So keep talking your shit, or else I'm gonna send him over here.
Yeah, I don't know. People are just crazy. Like, today it was just dealing with stupidity of, like, how have you gotten this far in life? Or, like, were you raised by wolves? Do you not have parents that have helped you?
Kind of like my roommate.
Like,
So,
I just don't
similar
get
to-
it.
I have the next, a good theory behind this, and I think I've mentioned this story to you guys before. There was a guy in basic training I went with named Passan. Guy had his fucking degree. I believe it was a master's in electrical engineering or computer engineering. But the guy didn't know to wash his own clothes. Could barely shoot a gun. Could barely do anything. Like, the basic of necessities to get by through basic. He was just the biggest fuck up.
Thank you, George
Like,
Bush.
how in the fuck did you get through high school, but also get your master's and all this for what you needed to
highly
do.
specific. He took everything he had, he funneled it into one direction, and that was electrical engineering. Not plumbing, can't do that. But electrical engineering, he can do.
Like,
now, how does this fucking washer work?
Pretty much. Like, we asked him, like, how'd you get through life? Like, oh, my parents do my laundry.
They know. Like, listen, you have a use, and it might actually be like quite lucrative. So we got to support you until you get somewhere, and eventually, maybe some take in their life, and they will take care of all the things you can't do because you can do this one thing. Uncle Sam will furnish you with a spouse that will keep you living long enough for you to finish wiring this bomb.
Dude, if I was at a bank and I had to deal with an idiot, I'd just be like, all right, $40 fee. That's it. Just don't ask why. There you go. Here's your money. Just your stupidity fee.
I'm sorry,
Fees
sir.
have to make sense. There's a lot of rules and regulations.
It's like, ooh, sorry,
stupid.
back to
You get less
1930
money.
policies. You're a minority. $100 back.
Yeah.
You take the
Minority
withdrawal to
fee.
take, and you furnish one bill, and you basically just stare them down. Like, what's the secret phrase of the day? What? I don't know that. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We can only allot 15% of your withdrawal without the secret phrase. Please log onto your app and make sure everything's concurrent, and then you can give it to us. Sorry, it's a new policy we have to do.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry, sir. I have to take 40% out of your cash here because, your first name's Jose, and I don't want you buying roofies or cervezas, so sorry. Or, Akbar. I don't want you to spend half this money on bombs, so sorry.
Hey, you buy an
said you
awful
were-
lot of fertilizer there.
You said you were building a farm. Why didn't you buy a lot of diesel fuel and fertilizer, sir?
I
Hey,
just
take
want
that
people
back.
to be self-sufficient. I'm trying to train them to do that. Like, the way I've set up my accounts, I don't have to go into the bank at all. Like,
Says the
you
blonde.
can do everything on online banking at the ATM. Like, you really don't need to go inside anymore. It's obsolete.
I hate that. That's one thing I hate about this generation. It's the one thing I told my store manager that. I just said I hate all people, even though I buy shit on Amazon.
Your people
Because I'm
too,
lazy. I hate... No, my people commit fraud on online internet. I
good.
hate the fact that you could buy groceries on your phone and get it fucking delivered. I hate the fact that you could buy stupid shit on some stupid store, go in and act like a bitch, freaking waiting 5 minutes to get it back. I hate the fact that Amazon takes out Costco, we're done. The economy crashes. There's no jobs. Like, everything blows up. So...
Oh, yeah, like the buttons, you just press it and it's automatically ordered and delivered to you.
Yes, that's where I got my sex
Once
swing
upon a
from,
time.
and look what happened.
A long time ago, maybe currently still, in World of Warcraft, you could type in /pizza, and it would set the place to order from the nearest Pizza Hut that you had.
That is awesome.
You just know where
That's
to go.
acceptable. All gamers should have a key for that. There should be on the keyboard.
Hashtag
Order
pizza. Hashtag pizza. Yeah, the pizza key. Can I bind pizza to up, please?
Even though we do get pizza delivered, and I was lazy one day when it was snowing, I'm like, yeah, I'm not driving
Yeah,
out
snowing, exactly. You're putting their lives at risk.
there. In fact,
all
I
of 2
ordered
inches
pizza.
of snow. Yes.
So it isolates me a little bit more. Like, I think I feel a little bit weirder talking to people on phones.
Well, see
And
how weird and selective that is? You're willing when you're safe, when you feel like you're remote, not touching anything that's dirty. You're like, okay, well, I'll just do this way. But then when you have to serve somebody who expects the same service back, you're like, no, come on, just talk to me. It's way easier. And there's things from you that I need that you can't give me or describe. Just come here. I'll show you what we have.
like, in my phone, or my job consists of being on the phone calling people, right? And I'm, good conversations. I flirt, I act stupid, goofy, whatever. It's always been good conversations. Never actually, that's the one time I don't piss somebody off, is when I'm on the phone for some
It's
reason.
like the old Savage Garden song. On the telephone line, you're anyone.
But,
You're
you know-
anything you want to be.
One thing I do feel weird about is texting my mom. That is weird. I'm like, no, don't text. No, I'll call. I'll call once a month and say hello. Don't text. You don't know what kind of shit I do on these texting things.
Are you-
like, no, go.
Are you a burst texter, like a couple of contractions? As
I
well,
suck at
words, or-
texting. I'm an idiot. Like, if you guys saw my text messages, you would think I'm the stupid person you want to kill. Like, sometimes, and now my phone doesn't have the spell check, so now I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta fucking go back to the thesaurus. I don't even think they have thesauruses anymore.
They do.
Not paperback.
They use them for BuzzFeed articles.
But yeah. So it's just So I'm typing. I type fast. I'm just like usually I'm in a hurry or something. And then I put instead of THAT, I put TGAT or some shit or LOO instead of LOL. Actually, someone texted me ICK, and I actually had to Google that. Fuck, I'm bad too when it comes to online. I'm like,
I don't know what that means.
it actually means
ICK?
ick. It takes place instead of UGH. You
Oh,
could just
I
say
gotcha.
ick.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. I don't want to be a disgust, an expression of disgust.
Like, so anyway.
But you might think it's an acronym for something.
Yes. So anyway, I suck at texting. I'm pretty stupid sometimes. And then there are times if I take my time and do it, one paragraph will be 2 hours. So either way.
But you could just use a keyboard and type it out like an email and then send it.
And I got fat thumbs here. It's the one thing. It's like, oh no, I'm getting fat.
Fatty thumbs. Just swollen and dragging.
You know.
Kaya, you're a fairly prodigious texter, you know.
Yeah.
You can string together sentences. You can make it run on.
I spell everything out. I use proper punctuation.
You have run-on sentences? That's
No.
no bueno.
Do you expect the same from other people? That when you have a normal conversation, just casual conversation, or strangers, do you expect the same back, or have you just given up on it? Like you'll take whatever garbage format is thrown at you, and you will.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
I
Do you
just
judge
take it.
people
I
if they
hope-
misspell?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I hope that they send me like a full sentence, or at least try to like express tone and a little
You
bit.
can't express tone on text messages. Damn it, that's like the #1 rule.
You sure can. You just got.
Well, I guess
Or,
you can. You're right, you can.
I get really tired of the triple dot, like people who write that after every.
Oh, I
word.
freaking hate that. What
'Cause
about
I'm
a
like,
comma?
Are you
sure you're not?
annoyed? Are you like I don't know.
Or you gotta love the ones that put, you're an idiot, but they put you are or Y-O-U-R instead of Y-O-U-R-E.
I don't have an
Apostrophe.
idiot. Oh, like.
I mean, like, or they're in the bedroom. They are in, but you could put THE apostrophe RE. So no one ever does that. Like, there's actually Facebook memes about that whole thing too,
It's
where
too
people
hard.
just don't. People misuse the word Y-O-U-R or the letters Y-O-U-R instead of Y-O-U-R-E apostrophe. So I'm just saying, does that bug you?
It does. I like the meme. Thinking that Y-O-U-R is the same as Y-O-U-R-E just because it sounds the same is like thinking that catastrophe is cat-ass-trophy because it sounds the same. And so I had the picture of a cat ass
Mounted on the wall.
plaque. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
Seems
so you
legit.
think you're high above people?
Yeah.
So you think you're an English major?
No, but
No,
I
I'm
like
just
English.
kidding.
It's not hard. I mean,
I'm
that's
just kidding.
basic stuff you
It
learn
is,
in
yeah.
elementary school.
Not today, it ain't.
Yeah, probably not.
That's fucking high school English
They
now.
don't even teach
They
cursive
teach
anymore.
Spanish and English.
I helped an 18-year-old kid today that I asked him to sign, and he just wrote plain. Like, they don't even learn how to sign their name anymore.
Or calligraphy. Does anyone ever learn calligraphy? Does anyone even know
Only
calligraphy
why-
right now?
secondary education. Only university.
Why not hieroglyphics on top of that?
Well,
Start
it's
putting
going
like
back that way,
totes and
Well, see, my school had the Bill Gates Foundation, so we had somewhat of an education for a shitty school.
Bill's watching, kids. You're not going to be fuck ups. Not all of you are going to
Yeah.
be fuck ups.
Yeah.
It sucks that basic life skills like keeping a budget or bank account and doing laundry, cooking for yourself is not something they teach in school. It's up to the parents. It's like you rely on the parents to teach those things, and
If only my teacher told me not
it's
to
not happening.
spend all my paycheck on alcohol and hookers, life would be great.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that was
it
called
is
life studies, wasn't it? Or home econ?
They actually,
comic.
yeah,
That was great.
yeah,
Comic, comic.
douchebag.
Ours was called Life Issues.
What?
Yeah, Life
Yeah.
Issues.
I
It was
like
a white
those.
school, wasn't it?
No,
Mostly
junior
white
high.
school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what happened to home ec? Or when I was in
What happened to
California.
shop?
Now, when I
Had a
was,
kid cut his thumb off at shop.
That's a good life lesson.
I was
Did
in
you attach
between.
it?
Yeah, they
That was a
were
very safe lesson.
I know I was in between the part where they mixed junior high and middle school, and I still get mixed up sometimes because when I was in California, 7th and 8th grade was junior high.
Okay.
We
So
didn't
then they
have
have
jun-
6th, 7th, 8th. When I came up here after high school, they came up. It was 6th, 7th, 8th, and they're like, "No, that's middle school, not junior high." I'm like, "Wait, there's a difference? What the fuck?"
They
Let's-
didn't have
let's do
junior high
this.
back home.
I propose the following. Because the logic of eliminating a lot of these classes is they're no longer relevant in contemporary adult life, so nobody's going to be doing heavy manufacturing jobs.
Sex ed?
Exactly, nobody's going to be having sex, so we can take that class out too. I propose they have other classes that are more representative of the jobs you're doing, so that when you come to the classroom, there are no desks, there are only counters, and you have to stand. You have to rotate or fill out the class. Or there are desks and there are phones. So it's a matter of always answering, communicating with that way. So this way you give vocational training in school that's more akin to what you'll be doing.
If only I had that in high school, and I wouldn't have taken plant biology, which I have no reason why I even took.
So I took business law Not
What
one.
the fuck?
Yeah.
You
No
took
sh-
business
They
law?
even had that?
Yeah.
Another
Zero
white school.
inspiration, the chicken lord Futurama?
No, sir.
I'm just playing all cookie chicken.
Was
Sorry,
that what
sweetheart,
was
that's
that the
what it's
last period and you just wanted to skip?
No,
Like,
seriously,
hung
I
out.
took it for
You
3
didn't
years.
take a pottery class and 3 EP classes?
Oh, I took like 8 PE classes, dude. I was the fucking king of PE.
Obviously.
It shows.
I was a lot more athletic in my youth, asshole.
10 years later, well, the muscle has to do something, right?
That education.
But, yeah, no, we did VOTEC. I had business and business law as my major. So, like, you had college prep, which they did like, geometry, trigonometry, stuff like that. They did higher education things. You had your AP classes, your college prep, and then your VOTEC classes. Like, you all too retarded to do anything else except go work on automotives, work in a fucking factory, or work on some carpentry, or maybe one of you guys will own a business one day. Hopefully you do good. Take these classes. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like the old Lewis Black joke. That there are schools they forgot about. These are technical schools.
Well,
technical schools are where dreams are narrowed down.
My-
you can do
yeah.
one of 6 things.
Yeah, well, my school was awesome because it had drafting class, which I took. It had like computer tech class or some shit, and then I took wood shop welding, and that was actually the first time I'd driven a forklift. Was in
In high school?
9th grade.
That's awesome.
No, I'm sorry, sophomore year, 10th grade.
It's awesome.
We got to drive the forklift, and then he had a crane, but you had to be like a senior to freaking operate
That's
that. So
still awesome.
What?
it was a great tech center. Yeah, they called it the Lincoln Tech Center, and
If you did running start, you could drive the skyscraper crane.
that would have been great. It was the same teacher did machinist and welding, and I took the welding classes. And one was actually at, what was it, 6th period, 7th period? It was at the end of the period. We'd just walk across the street towards the end of, almost like 15, 20 minutes before school ended and just smoke a cigarette with the school patrol right there,
Okay.
school police or whatever, and they didn't give a crap. As long as you didn't, like, run off, you're fine.
Right.
But,
Own
so
it.
what he did though, and you might like,
Mm-hmm.
is he was a great guy. He made some funny jokes. He was an older guy, said a few words at a time, but everything was a smart ass funny joke. So he would make you come in to class, get your time card, punch in, and then work on what you need to do. And half your assignments were basically what was on the welding test, if you ever
Right.
got your certification,
Uh-huh.
on stick welding, MIG TIG, everything. So your
CNC
your
plasma?
assignments, yes.
Oh!
Which the plasma cutter was much better than Oxy acetylene torch because every time I freaking opened up those tanks, I felt like I was going to blow up the shop. And I wondered how, I'm like, how does anybody not blow up the shop around here? Like, with all this shit around here.
Well, with fear and respect, they're all afraid, and they all want to make sure they act carefully. That's how
Oh,
you do it.
no. And I actually did one good beat out of like 14 we had to do on MIG, friggin' welding. But stick welding.
What does MIG and TIG stand for, sir?
Oh, if I remember.
Oh,
One's for
yeah,
aluminum.
failed.
Yeah, I can't remember. I freaking... My one big specialty that I loved the most was stick welding.
Mm-hmm.
You got into a little booth, got your goggles, you just strike that freaking match pretty much, and then you're doing a V. And that was one of the certification tests too, is you have to weld a handle onto like a 4 squares, but in a V shape.
Okay.
So you have to put like 40 freaking beads in each groove. And so it ended up one bead, in the middle. That like 50, that was like freaking 4 inches wide. So it was just nonstop. You could spend the whole freaking 30-minute class or whatever just going down. And that was fun. That was the most fun I had.
But
But
you had the short classes then, the half-hour classes.
So your classes
there was
were
like
only-
7 periods, 6 periods, but they're
Right.
like 40 minutes.
It's
or
closer to a
something like that.
European education. It's what we should get many in a day. As opposed to up here in the West, they would do hour and a half periods.
Oh, I heard
4
about
classes.
that. Like 4 classes, and then you do the other 4 classes the
Yes,
next
on the other
day, and
days.
then stagger
Which
it
is
or something.
great for attention spans because, fucking everyone checks out in the first 20 minutes.
Really?
Pretty much. The high school kids that don't want to be there are stuck there for an hour and a half. Yeah, how well is that going?
So back home, the tech classes like that were 3 classes. So my senior year, I got to do workout program. Like, all right, this is your business, your major's business and business law. Go out and get a real job, motherfucker. Let me know how it goes. For the rest of you ass clowns, you get 3 periods because you got to leave school at 12 and you had to have a job 20 hours a week. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones had to work from 4th, 5th, 6th period. So it's about 3 hours of nonstop doing whatever their tech was on. So that's how they did it back there. But, down in the South.
It's a matter of being useful.
Yeah. So
We ain't spending no money on you unless you're going to have a future.
pretty much, they would put you like in your automotive shop, like, all right, here's a whole engine. Rebuild the bitch.
That's one thing I didn't take, and I didn't want to take it either. I took
Automotive?
CAD, I took draft, I took wood, I took welding, I took machine. I took machine just so I could freaking. It was last period, and I didn't know what else to take. So, and I wanted, but yeah, I never took automotive. I learned
I
a little
wanted
bit
to take
automotive.
automotive, but then my teacher told me, he was like, "You're too smart for that." I'm like, "You really don't know me that well, do you?"
Are you sure?
I assure you, I'm stupid enough to do this job.
I'm positive I could do this, and I just want to do it as like, look, you said I needed an extra elective besides PE, which I've done for the past 4 years. Like I've had a PE class every semester.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I want to say one of your semesters fine. I'm talking about 3 concurrent PE classes in a single semester.
I did have that,
Okay.
You know what the hardest
Yeah.
assignment?
but there were different ones. It was like phys ed, and there was like outdoor sports, and then there was like odd sports or some shit like that. It was something stupid. And you're like the one of them. You were just like, you just have to do jumping jacks the whole thing and learn how to do stuff like this. I'm like, no. And the coach was like, this is dumb. We're gonna go play baseball. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like you were awesome.
Oh, it's great. Frisbee football was one fun.
We played real football.
We played real.
Dude, this is the South. Chick's got the ball.
And then
Like, oh god.
Take it.
we actually had an assignment where we had to do the NCAA basketball bracket, and I fucking hated it. Actually,
Teacher was taking bets. Like, all right, which one of you little
I
shits
know.
got the right one? $2 on each.
Now,
But-
Jimmy, I know you're a good student and all, but I'm gonna need you to take a dive in this one. So I got money on this game.
Yeah, and then so it was always creative. I think we played hockey on the grass. That's how poor our school was.
There's a thing
But
called
I loved
field
it
hockey,
too.
dumb nuts. There's a thing called field hockey. It's
Is
an
it?
Olympic sport.
Grass hockey.
Well, yeah, we played it. It was fun. And then
2 kinds of hockey: green hockey and honky hockey.
Yes.
so school is different because I guess around here it was inter-school sort of, but I spent my freshman year in a small shitty Nevada town of Laughlin, Nevada.
Yeah, probably bigger than where I'm from.
I mean like a row of casinos, and then a mile and a half, and then track houses, and one strip mall of everything, and that's
And one hooker house.
it. Oh, it did have low-income housing, of course, in Nevada.
I didn't say low-income housing. I just said hooker houses.
Whatever. Same thing. But, yeah, so that actually, a lot of white people, of course, and a lot of Mexicans. But, Mexicans and whites, and that was it. But,
What do you call Mexi whites?
raped?
Adam
Rapists?
Sandler?
Adam
I'd have to
Sandler,
rate
isn't he a
babies.
Jew?
Yes, but he was in the movie called Spanglish, wasn't he?
Oh, the great movie.
It's really, like, dramatic, though. I wasn't
It's
expecting
not
that.
dramatic.
It's like a drama. The whole movie's a drama.
Yeah, that was the point. It was like,
people can't make serious movies? Is that what you're saying?
Not him.
yeah. That's
They're
what I
all gonna
liked
laugh
about
at
it.
you. Are you ready for halftime pain?
Oh, yeah.
Long story
I'll have
short,
a shot of the-
PE in small towns suck more
No.
than dealing with the black and Samoans in inner city.
No.
No, you don't think so? Explain that.
You live in or when you went to school, it's all white, like
No,
Confederate
no.
flag white.
I grew up in a military-based town, so there
Oh.
was no one that it was pretty mixed culture. But in a small town, well, it wasn't.
It was fun. We played tug of war and all sorts
We
of
didn't do
events
tug of
and
war. We
shit.
played baseball. We weren't allowed to play.
Tug of war.
Didn't play dodgeball. You're not allowed to play dodgeball when I was in high school because you could hurt somebody and make them
exclusionary.
cry.
Oh, so you remember in one of my classes, it was in the basketball court, and we had the little dodge, not the big dodgeballs,
We had
because
foam
that's
balls.
like
Medicine
yeah.
balls.
It's kind of like back then. In the,
Jesus Christ! You're it. That's a 40-pounder. My spine.
it's one of those things. So we have the
Learned you-
small balls. No one gets hurt. Kind of like you can't shower in schools anymore because the PE
Got a
teacher
story
kept
behind-
looking at you too
Got a
long.
story behind that.
Kept inspecting you.
The boys kept having a squirt fight. It was weird. We stopped that shit.
So this was the whole liability age, but
Yeah.
so I was great because I would all sneak around. Like people wouldn't notice me. I was just little. I wasn't popular, so I would sneak around and just peg someone in the back. And the coach loved it. He was like, "Yeah, he's gonna get his ass kicked." So and then like people get so pissed off. I'll get like 5 in a row, and they just didn't see me coming. Like I just straight
It's their
flanked
fault.
them,
It's their fault.
and they were pissed off. Like, but I was happy. I was proud of myself.
MVP.
I'm like, yay.
We were super
Hold up,
serious
what?
back home. Okay, let's
Super serious.
Super serious.
super serious.
Of uneducated assholes.
Super cereal. Whew! That is the worst
You sneak
idea.
that paprika?
Worst idea
No
I've ever had in my life.
warning.
I'm buying that.
Oh.
Your pain nourishes me.
Oh, that's what sucking dick tastes like.
Second.
Sorry. I should not say this in front of a lady.
It's okay.
Well, if you dip it in the stuff, then yeah, clearly.
This is what they meant by they have to swallow quickly.
No, it's not that bad.
Okay, so on that note, I'll suck dick before I drink this shit.
I did say I'd lick a donkey's ass before I ever drank Bonfire Blonde again, so
Why a donkey's ass?
I don't know.
Why not a horse's ass?
Well, donkeys are,
Donkeys are dirtier, innately.
yeah.
You jackass.
Horses are pricks, but donkeys, they have low standards. They'll go whatever.
You had a story, douchebag.
Yes.
I did. You were so
Showers.
back home. Shower. Okay, so the shower one. So
We don't want to hear those kind of stories.
No, it's
Don't
not-
show us the teddy bear.
no, it's nothing like that. So I was on the wrestling team for a bit. For about I did about 3 months my sophomore year because I wanted to play basketball, but you know,
Just long enough to develop a preference.
so I failed at playing basketball and I didn't want to go out for the basketball team anymore. And so I went out with the wrestling team with all the rest of my friends. There was no tryouts. It was a big enough team. So
It's a day and age where they didn't want to hurt your feelings.
no, not really.
White
But-
men can't jump.
Like, I remember in late high school, they had no tryouts. They're like, yeah, no, you're on the team. Like, okay.
For what, wrestling or basketball?
Great. Well, it was like football and basketball.
Oh yeah, football didn't have tryouts either. You were just varsity, but you're like 8th string if need be.
Yeah, you're the
Like
last person.
you weigh 102 pounds.
You play in the last
You can't do
game.
anything else. Offensive lineman. You might get in there and like against the best team in the state. Who knows? But so the shower story. What happened was that our junior
Don't
year,
ever say the shower story.
our junior year we were allowed to take showers because we had to come in at 5 a.m. to wrestle. There was 2-a-days. So we're like, sweet. And all of a sudden, in the middle of taking a shower after the second or third practice, I just hear my buddy Justin come running and I was like, guys, you gotta go in there and check out Devin's dick. I'm like, what? He's like, dude, his dick flopped past his fucking kneecap, man. I'm like, I gotta see this shit. What the fuck? So all you see is like 40 dudes just
Staring at one guy
like
taking a
this
shower.
one black dude, and we're like, oh my god, dude, his dick's the size of my arm. Like, holy shit.
This is the stereotype.
But we called him the whole rest of his last 2 years in school was the amazing dick boy, half dick. So we just were like, does your girlfriend complain because when you get an erection, do you pass out or is it just like way too long? Does it get any longer? Like what happens? Like we couldn't figure. We kept asking
Considered
him.
assault and battery.
He could slap you with that.
Well, his girlfriend came from a town called Rosewood, where she's like, "There's no blacks," and she dated like one of the few black guys
yeah.
on the wrestling team. And all of a sudden,
White
we're like,
girl
"Are you
rebelling.
okay?" Like she came walking in, like my stomach hurts. Like what happened? I had sex with Devin. Oh,
You know, as
bet.
Dr. Phil taught me once, that most relationships, when a woman does date someone with an excessively large dick, it actually doesn't last that long because finally the soreness and the pain from
She
it
gets her
just
fill,
gets
if you know
tiring,
what I mean.
and they're just like done with it, according to him. And it's some Dr. Freud bullshit, but I'm sure he had many
Well,
girlfriends.
that's a fair argument because it's possible that if one feels that they crave this, they need this in their life, and they get their fill and they realize, oh, I don't actually like this anymore. What more is there to stand on?
So unlike nutchucks here, I don't know what it's like to take it up.
don't
I don't understand a woman's point of view, I guess, if you constantly, or maybe not even constantly, maybe like, yeah, okay, you're too large, so we're just minimize it to 3 times a day, or 3 times a year sex. That's it.
Put it on the calendar, not before.
But I don't know how that could affect you physically, I guess, maybe. If that irritates you
From
because
which
you're
part?
sore. I mean, I assume if I had hemorrhoids, that would irritate me freaking constantly. But
yeah, sure.
I don't know
well,
if...
No, you're the kind of guy who doesn't like lube, so maybe the pain's something you're into.
Oh, yes. So, like, whip marks is fine. Like, the feeling it from the shirt, and it's like, oh, yes. But I guess if
there's a
something
safety word,
was...
banana.
It is...
We'd have to
Extra
ask
credit.
have to ask somebody with authority here. Kaya, do you suppose that if it was a matter of constant discomfort after something you really enjoy, would you stay with that? Or would you think, I'll rest the matter myself. I'm good now. What else do you have?
Depends on how good it is in the moment.
So,
though.
that's a chemical thing compared to a physicality.
The chemicals make it awesome, but then
And
they
how
wear
long
off.
is it taking me to recover too?
That's another thing. So, if...
Well,
again,
it's only
I don't
3
know how it
times a
feels,
year.
but...
I mean, you got every 4 months.
your leg's shaking or you're sore,
You go for
or
surgery
that whole
at that.
area is sore, maybe let's say 2 days the most, 3 days. If you have that happen, let's say twice a month, would that be irritating? Can you deal with pain or that kind of pain, because I have no idea what that kind of pain is, but can you deal with that kind of pain
I mean,
constantly?
Me personally, like, I've dealt with that kind of discomfort quite often, and I enjoy it because it feels like the next day you're kind of like squeezing and you're like, oh yeah,
What the fuck?
that happened.
What's she talking about? Like, I dealt with toothache. Sometimes I just want to kill myself, but, I just don't want to freaking deal with it either. I mean,
Well, okay,
is this
let's
bearable
say
pain,
your
or is
toothache
this...
comes from your
No, 'cause
constant
I would-
addiction to ice cream, and you always eat the ice cream because it's so delicious. And next day, my fucking teeth! But you forget.
Kind of like
because,
when you're hungover,
well,
you like freaking...
Similar.
The
Possibly.
way
live
I
with
think
milk.
that this pain works is unless something is going back in there, you don't really feel it that much. Like, you don't feel it when you're sitting down or walking around and stuff like that. It's only when something like re-enters that you're like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm in pain.
Long story short, Kai's gonna get knocked up. Wow.
What? No. Where do you get that from?
She loves it big, so clearly she's going to keep doing it, right? Must be.
According to Dr. Phil, no, but I don't understand
He's from
how...
Texas and an inbred, so let's not.
Hey, he has a cool voice, though. I
I've
just
never
don't know how
experienced
bearable
that.
the pain
Like,
is.
that's kind of inhumanly big. I've never
Right.
experienced that.
That's the point. Is the thrill's like, oh my god, I want all of it.
So is
I
it
don't-
just like a one-time thing? Like,
Maybe
okay,
just
so
wants to experience
you
it,
spanked
and-
my ass,
yeah.
it hurt a little bit, but then I'm
But
done.
you can recover
I'm
in a
done.
bit. But with the girl, it took her about a week to recover.
Yeah.
Literally,
I
she
couldn't
was
do
in
that.
pain.
No, because that's
So that would ruin a
The
relationship.
problem is
No,
not in
they
the
stayed
engineering.
together until after college.
I like
Well,
it.
until they were in college. They went to different colleges.
All right, so that's one that
Well,
could take it. I guess
it's
it
a high
depends.
school relationship. They didn't do anything else besides this.
Puppy love.
Puppy love. But I mean, like, again,
I don't know.
As Dr. Phil says, a relationship includes a lot of real life stuff that isn't necessarily on paper fun or satisfying. People think about the fun stuff because I want to hang out with them and then want to get laid afterwards, right? What about doing taxes together, or laundry, or grocery shopping, or doing insurance, or going to the PTA meetings?
I don't know.
Fuck that.
If
Exactly.
I,
You see,
yeah.
people don't like that.
You just do homeschool. You don't have to worry about PTA.
If I took it up the ass, I think just one time's good if it really hurt. Then after that, I'm just like, no, all right,
Do you think
I'm
there's
done.
a correlation between stupid people and really gifted males? Because, I mean, on some level,
No.
which is bigger's better, right? So people just
Is
excuse
bigger
all
better?
the other characteristics. We don't know. We assume so.
Well,
if we perpetuate the rumor,
Depends
we're
on when you're from. We're history fans here. You're somewhat of a history fan, if I'm not
quite a
mistaken.
bit, yes.
So the Greeks, ancient Greeks, believed that the smaller your dick you were, the better it was, because that meant all of your power that would have been in your dick was actually in your brain, so you were smarter. So they believed that if you had a tinier dick, you were a smarter person. So
You,
now,
you can get more done,
which
certainly.
would constantly kind of make sense, because the
I'm
bigger
a
the dick you
genius.
have, most of the time that you're in porn, and that's about all you can do. Like, I got a 24-inch dick.
Brains
Porn.
before bronze kind of concept.
Yeah.
Similar. But let's also remember that, oddly enough, the phallus itself is the least important part of the sexual mechanism, if you will. The dick, the shaft, is a delivery system. It's the truck. The factory is the testes, and that's usually what's more important, genetically speaking. But we have this thing where we're like, it's a sexual characteristic. It's like plumage or an engorged sack in a monkey. That's what our species happens to find interesting. Is, oh, look, that's big and veiny and throbby. That's got to be a good time, right?
And you know what's funny is our channel just by happens to always get into a sex conversation.
It just happens to be, yes.
So speaking of this, I was listening to a radio show today, and there was
Not
a
another
guy
shower
that
story.
No, none of the shower story. But it was a guy they
So
were
this
talking about
one
from
time with
South
Devin.
Africa, who had his dick literally torn off when he was in a motorcycle accident. 17. So he still had his balls. He's a black guy. They put a dick back on him, but it was white. Would you find that weird if a guy was like, "Hey, baby," and all of a sudden, like, say,
Yeah, that's
Heck
a
no,
conversation
dude.
and all of a
starter
sudden it was
and
like
ender.
black instead of it being white?
No way. I'm
But
like,
his
I
balls
finally
are
got
white.
something.
His
you know?
balls are white, but his dick is black. Would you be like, "That's weird"?
Actually, Kai,
Or would you be like, "Let's try this"?
do women actually take time to pick what color the dildo is?
We'll get back to that. I want to hear what she says about my dick question.
It's the
first.
same thing if you think about it.
No, it's different. You can see the color immediately. You've seen people with melanin differentials.
Okay,
where they get
so
rid
you
of
have,
those
you have a
different
defectiveness,
sex
right?
normally
I
has
would
two
stick
things.
But you
any
hide
fake
it.
thing
You
on
hide
there.
it. You hide it. You don't see it until it's time.
It's the prostate legs concept too. I mean,
Prosthetic
like, I
leg.
don't care what it
You can see
looks
the
like,
ankle. You get a hint like, oh, he's walking a little strange, and it seems like that's artificial.
as long
leg.
as it works and freaking
Then you
gets
kick it out
me.
from
You
under him.
can't
See
see
what happens.
artificial junk. You can't really telegraph that.
Hey, I don't care
This
what it
wasn't
looks like, as
artificial,
long as
though.
it
This
just-
is they literally transplanted a white dick
Whose
from a
dick?
A
Whose
guy
dick?
died.
Unless there's Johnny
A dead
Crockett.
white man's dick.
Yeah, a dead white man's dick. This guy's dick's been missing for 17 years.
Maybe
They finally
Al-
put it back on him, and it was white, and he had black balls, he was black, and he had a white dick.
Was it Al Sharpton?
It was from South Africa. How the fuck do I know who the guy is?
Nelson
This
Mandela?
is a story.
Because other than that,
Look, the
I
only
don't
thing
think
Nelson
anyone
Mandela
would
has in
care.
common nowadays is Paul Walker,
I
because
don't
they both
think-
died at 95.
Wow. I don't think anyone would care. Like, if I
It
was
would
a
be
white
odd
guy with a
at
black dick,
first.
I'd love to have a black fake
he-
dick.
It would be odd
They-
at first. I'd be like, what? Okay, but you know, you get used
It's-
to
it's
it.
like, is it a
Especially if that's
checkerboard?
your
Like, do you-
partner,
is
that's
it-
your lover? Like,
Well, the guy was mentioned, he's like, for 17 years I haven't been able to have sex, and I would get in relationships, and then they would end, because when it got to the sex, because all I have was just my balls.
You know, that would never happen to
And
a white
then
guy.
they got this, and he's like, the first thing he did, literally, they said, was get an erection.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Hey, aha! It's online again.
the
Wait,
black
I
guy
have to-
got
I have to
screwed.
ask, I
The
have to
black
ask.
guys got screwed. And
That's-
why can't you just spray paint it?
His
They
relationship
can tattoo
ended
it.
because he couldn't do anything besides use the penis.
balls. He had
Like,
no
he did-
penis.
exactly, but if that's the sole thing he can do, that's on him.
No.
He can't make any other meaningful connection.
Yeah, I get your point on this. I'm assuming I don't know this guy. I was just getting
I
the story
know.
through the radio. So I can look this story up and get back to you guys the next time we do this, but
Do some homework.
I'll research this more. Black guy with white dick.
I'm just saying, if
From
I was
South Africa.
disfigured and I needed a
We can put on a
fake
government
dick,
watch list for
I
looking
wouldn't
that up.
care what color it would
No.
be.
He said white guy, not white boy. Huge difference. Black guy. Excuse
But-
me.
Black guy with white dick. But it would, I'm saying,
Did this
though, like,
happen in
say,
America?
you know, Browbeat here lost his junk in some crazy accident, and all of a sudden it got replaced with like a 10-inch black dick.
Only in America.
No, this is
That's what I'm saying.
Let's
It's a
make it more
racist
touchy.
thing.
Let's make it just drastically smaller. Well, it's something, and it works.
That's what they said.
like
They
you
started
said,
talking about
It
this.
would be weird at first, but then I
And
think
it's
you would just get
gluten-free.
used to it.
I think it'd be
Because
more
it's just
funny
like a-
because then it doesn't fit the stereotype though. If it's like a tiny shriveled up like prune baby black dick or something like that, all of a sudden you're like, I was expecting
my
bigger
God.
when he said it was black. Like
It's
I don't
just-
know why. Like I just
All it
Well, that's your
is,
fault. You're playing to the stereotype.
all
Like,
it is an advanced dildo. That's
On the
all
one
it is.
hand, Howard Stern in his film Private Parts has
Oh,
said, like,
we
oh
saw
yeah,
it.
you know, it's a stereotype, man. I'd love to have a stereotype like that. Like on his end, yeah, it's always true. But what about Dave Chappelle's? Like, you know, what I feel sorry for the black guy with the little dick.
there's also a guy in India who replaced his dick with a dick that had would vibrate. It was a biomechanical dick.
Yes, I want
Cyborg
that.
dick.
Pretty much like it would vibrate. And he was in his mid 60s, I believe, and he said he got laid more in the past 5 years when he replaced his dick with this than he
Of
did
course.
before.
And
Yeah.
he got a functional upgrade. It wasn't cosmetic. It was this shit does things.
It's actually, I have that on
Like,
my
I-
Amazon wish list.
I could just see him though, like,
The
hold on,
whole
baby, I gotta
backboard,
get this
I never
started
know
real
why.
quick, like priming it with one ball, then like pulling a chain.
He's got like an
Like-
IKEA crank. Okay, here we go.
Hey,
Let's do this.
that could work. That really could. You know what gets me off, honestly, is when the woman gets off. That, like, somehow the moaning, the connection, I don't know,
I
not the
agree.
connection, but the timing. It's just...
Wait, yours are awake?
Zero
I just
connection.
pour from
Here's
mine.
their way. I know you do.
We're not supposed to just drag them in a back alley.
Are they even old enough to scream?
Wow, sir. I can't help it that your phrase is if if there's hair on the field, grass on the field, play ball, and if there's not, play in the mud.
Only a
But
southerner would say that. Okay, so, but yes.
Back to the non.
it-
No. Back. 3 more questions. Kaya,
Whoa.
shopping for accessories, picking out color.
Oh, yeah.
Important, not important.
Yeah.
Color, texture.
brown?
Would you
Is
prefer-
there
I
even
mean,
brown?
I don't.
Pink glass.
When you go
black,
on Amazon and
purple.
color pick, is there
There's
just white and
pretty
black?
colors. Like I've never seen. Okay.
I've seen pink. I've
Yeah,
actually
I've
seen
had
that.
pink.
And I've
There's
seen some...
like black, like true black.
Don't
And
get
then
the ones...
Actual black.
Like, don't
Not
get...
brown,
like,
not
no,
mocha,
yeah. And then there's like white, like flush color.
Dude, don't get
know?
those cheap ones because it's... like, seriously, it feels like it's burning your skin. It's like a fucking torch that vibrates. Like, no.
It's
that's not
important
cool,
to know
dude.
these things.
Do you have a
Chucks.
fucking soldering iron that you're using?
It's literally
Like, what
a
are you
soldering
doing?
iron.
Vibrator,
It's
that's
a TIG
different than
welder.
dildo.
Oh, I guess. I
I've
thought we were
never
talking
seen
about vibrators.
brown though. I don't think.
Dear
I've seen
God,
a
man, I
brown
could just-
dildo.
Isn't
Brown's
that
left out
How
in
fast
this.
did you have
Yeah,
that thing
it is.
cranked up for it to burn your skin? Like an
150.
Indian sunburn. Like,
Let's-
hold on, babe.
Jesus
Like, oh
Christ.
yeah.
Let's
The
consider
ones that
that.
plug in.
Oh, good
We
point.
have
Wait, what?
There was a comedian who
Plug
talked
it.
about that.
DC, man. DC.
That's bullshit, dude.
No.
You have to record
There was a
it?
guy who
It's
was
a
talking
long
about
cord.
that he went to a sex shop. He was a comedian, bald guy. I don't remember his name. And he's
Dan
like,
Mattel?
no, pretty funny guy. But he was talking about, the most embarrassing thing you think of was at the sex shop was banging this fake vagina that you plugged in. Because he's like, it would just be my luck that I'm fucking the shit out of this, and all of a sudden a lightning storm's hit. I die because a lightning bolt went through my dick, and I have this fucking vagina strapped to my dick as the detectives walk in,
Fused.
like telling my
Fused.
wife, like,
At least
sorry,
there'd be
ma'am.
No mystery. but-
Like, sorry, ma'am, your husband died of fucking a fake vagina.
That's very
Like,
electrifying.
That's not something you want to tell your wife. Like, sorry, babe, I You weren't good
Dude,
enough.
I want to
died
die
by
like
fucking
that.
this.
I want to die like in the biggest sex erotica fucking room you can have.
Was that a Goldie Hawn movie where she bangs a guy in the beginning and he dies and then she joins the military?
No, that's her
No, that's
actual
Jane.
marriage.
Oh, okay, that's why she becomes a SEAL. Gotcha.
Then there's the guy with 2 dicks, like
Two functioning dick.
born
Yeah,
that way.
he had an AMA.
Ask me anything. Excellent.
On Reddit, and it was pretty neat. They had it on that Bible. I don't remember much of it, but he was like, yeah, they both function. They both can get hard. They both pee. They both do everything.
Do you think they're happy for the attention or sad for the attention because they know they're different, but they happen to
He
be a
doesn't
cool
want to show
different?
his face, so he's not that happy for the.
So there was the
Right.
worst one I've read though was the guy who had a micro penis, and the only way he could get an erection was by being embarrassed because the only time he's ever gotten off was
Well,
by.
perfect. It's gonna happen every time.
Well, no, he said the only time he ever got off was when he was in high school, and this chick told him she would blow him behind the bleachers, and then someone pantsed him. They all laughed at his dick, and he got an erection. He's like, "Well, erect, I'm only 2.5 inches."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "So this chick gave me a hand job, and that's the only time I've ever been able to do it. And
Finger
I
job.
cannot get off anymore because I don't get humiliated as much." I'm like, that would fucking suck.
What was that show? New Girl?
Oh yeah, with the guy with the micro penis.
Who was an awful person, but he blamed all of his personal deficiencies on him having a micro
Oh, I think
penis.
That was the
seen
guy
that
actually just
episode.
got off with murder because of that. He was like,
What?
Clearly, yeah. So they were like, you killed this chick because, you slept with
he
her.
killed
It was
the
all-
woman. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he killed a woman.
I killed a man because of a micro penis.
Well, no, he has a micro penis, and they're like, well, they pleasured you. He's like, it's impossible, and he pulled his dick out in court to prove, like, I can't. I have a micro penis. They were like, touche.
Oh, whoops.
Like, my bad, guys.
How come that never came up before this? Well, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why that would come up. Like, but just imagine the judge, like, I need you to please show me the evidence. Sir, do I need a magnifying glass?
Anytime. I can't see it. What's going on here?
Well, he was a big guy,
That's
too,
not
so just
worried.
imagine on top of that. So he's got, like, this gigantic fupa on top of his micro penis. So, like, he's literally going to have to, like, spread it, go pull it back, and, like, here you go, guys, here it is. Like, I can partly see your gooch, sir, and...
Thank you, sir. You
Embarrassing.
can get off the floor now. Thank you.
Embarrassing's not that bad. Pain kind of gets me an erection. Like if I'm tased, like when it comes to the after effects, then it pops up, and I'm like, holy fuck, that felt good. Do it again.
I've
The
never had
bedroom
that.
taser. That's a new one.
Oh, they have
close-
like $100 one I want. It has a suction cut. So you can just put it right there.
Suction cunt.
It says suction cut. What the
So
fuck?
you
Twice.
just created a new thing for people. Is that a suction penis thing? No. It's my suction cunt. Don't worry. It's all good.
It's cool.
It's aromatherapy. It's a therapeutic. It helps.
It is
my,
very therapeutic. Just saying, asshole.
I don't know.
Pooperine. It spells poo wrong.
You try trying the taser. I'm just saying.
I don't know if I'm into electricity. I'm into like sharp pain, like cutting.
Yeah, you better hope the Chinese-made black dildo or vibrator doesn't just like go crazy on you after a year, because that will feel
Well,
the
that's why
same.
we buy American.
The only thing America can make that's still really good after about a year and a half.
Well, let's be
Yeah,
fair.
and your Chinese stuff's probably moldy.
What? Why would it be moldy?
Moldy drywall, kind of the joke.
No,
China.
you use toy cleaner.
You probably got a note in the vibrator that says
say
I
toy
was
cleaner?
Yeah.
Toy cleaner.
Yeah.
It's a real
What?
thing.
It's a spray or a foam.
Oh,
Yeah, so you gotta get
sanitizers?
mature
Yeah,
about your
sanitizer.
sexual appliances.
Okay.
Dude,
You have to be.
You have to
the
get
person
past
I'm with is not into stuff like that. So
Wait, do you have to
I have
take
no
care
problem.
of
Hey,
that?
do it for you. Do it for you.
Yeah, that
You
sucks.
deserve
Why
it.
have it?
She's not into like anything.
No, not really. Not even oral.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Some
No.
people are closed
Did
off.
she get off though?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's one thing that we both make sure we have.
well,
When
then
we,
that's nice.
oh yeah,
Makes it
That's-
easier.
it does. Sorry, I don't know why. That made me laugh a little bit more.
Tee-hee. Everyone's happy. Tee-hee.
It makes getting to the point pretty quick though.
What's your
Like,
excuse?
it
My
makes it a
hand
time
just
crunch.
gets me off.
Actually, like, I don't have time. You got 5 minutes. Good thing we don't have to do any foreplay. Let's get to this. Chop chop.
That is the typical married with children life right there.
So
The baby's asleep. Go.
there was a coworker. She said it was a female, and she's another manager with me. And our thing was that if I ever had a porn name, because I told her what Sugar Britches was, she's like, "What the fuck is Sugar Britches?"
Yeah, what the fuck is sugar britches?
It's what you call a hot woman. Like, what's up, Sugar
Why?
Britches? It's
Why?
just a nickname that down in the
Corn
South.
syrup britches?
So, but she's like, so that would be your porn name, and so I explained to the whole situation. I was like, yeah, I've only gotten off one by a hand job and never by a blowjob. She's like, that's your first porn movie, one if by hand and none if by mouth. She's like, it's a Paul Revere reference. We're like, well, I'll go with that. Like, I like that. Let's do this.
Nice.
None if by mouth. Fantastic. That's
That's actually shocking too.
Northwest.
That is shocking.
What's that?
Well, I just think he would have a deliverance moment in his life at one point in time.
Yeah,
Where I
mashed
squealed
potatoes.
like a piggy, or where I was banging someone to make them squeal like a piggy. Or am
No,
I,
you
or
would squeal.
Or am I Burt Reynolds with the bow and arrow and shooting the guy?
No, you're no Rambo.
I'm Ned Beatty.
You're squilling.
I'm Ned Beatty. Gotcha. That is Ned Beatty, correct?
I don't know. I've never seen Deliverance.
You've never seen Deliverance?
Or Sling Blade.
I don't remember Sling Blade. I was only like 3 when that movie
I
came out.
never heard of it.
You've never seen that movie?
No.
You look at Billy Bob Thornton's face in Sling Blade. That's everything you need to know. More jaw, forward.
French fries and mashed potatoes.
Long story short, out of this whole conversation, white people are stupid.
White people are stupid and have
So,
micro
Back
penises.
to the topic of stupidity, though.
Yeah.
I think that we should do something stupid and eat some of these Birdie Bots Everly flavor beans.
Yeah, we only got 5 minutes left, so let's do this.
It's stupid.
What
Beautiful.
the hell are we
Oh my
talking about
God.
here?
Random flavors.
Are you ready?
Oh, it could be like earwax or pubes.
What's going on here? They look like
Just
balls.
taste-
By the way, I don't,
Just
I
take
don't
one.
like
I
jelly
get
beans.
one. Is that how that works?
Everyone gets 3.
Oh, everyone gets 3.
Well, start with one because I have to do the.
We're pulling.
So,
Pulling a spider.
Why?
Yeah.
That's the first time you
Tell
put
Peter,
one in
everybody
your
gets
mouth.
one.
oh, you
Everybody
just
gets
got.
one.
I think you just got cinnamon or earthworm. That's earthworm. Mine's soap.
Sorry.
What's going on?
Someone might have to help me here because I don't have my marshmallow.
Because you're stupid.
Wow, I got lucky.
No, we eat all the good ones. That should not be marshmallow.
This is
Make sure on that.
pre-screened.
Oh, maybe it is.
I got lucky. Here, we'll give myself a different one.
Is
Here.
this worse than
No, no, no.
shots?
I don't like jelly beans, so yes.
You got
You're a
banana.
jelly bean.
Huh?
I'm gonna nickname you.
Give it a
You
try.
got banana.
Is that marshmallow?
That's marshmallow.
Coin?
Black balls.
Oh,
I didn't
no,
know
mine
black-
definitely tastes like
Dude, how
soap.
come I get everything that's strong? Fuck, man. Cinnamon, the paprika whiskey.
Here, have soap.
What the fuck?
Just give me something
Irish
fucked up.
Spring,
That's a
Dove,
mild flavor.
Dove.
Toasted marshmallow.
Booger.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Every 1 to 6-year-old's fantasy right here.
That tastes worse
You
than
don't
me.
eat your kids' boogers? What's wrong with you?
Oh, no, I look them out. Just look at that.
This
Like
might
an
be
aardvark.
rotten egg. I'm not sure.
Ooh, sweet.
That would be bad.
Tastes like grass.
Ooh. It does taste like
Somebody
soap.
want to try the vomit?
I'll try the vomit.
Let's do it.
Give it to.
I don't think this work on me.
Dude, I don't know about you
I think
guys,
there's
but
another vomit.
my mom would wash my mouth out with soap every time I said something bad.
Yeah,
like
me
Irish
too.
Spring. It fucking sucked.
My dad, so I
Like, at
had
a certain
Vomit.
point, I was eating Irish Spring for dinner.
my,
Grass.
they tried hot sauce with
yay.
me, then I grew to like hot sauce. My dad's like, fuck, now I have nothing else to give you.
Mine's earwax.
What? Ew. I've actually been lucky throughout this
I
whole
don't
thing.
understand these. None of them are unpleasant.
Because it has the sugar.
This soap wasn't that bad.
I was picturing something more drastic.
Do you want to try soap?
Tastes like SpaghettiOs. But I don't like SpaghettiOs.
We found one. A gross one.
Oh my god, it tastes exactly like SpaghettiOs.
Cold
You're the
spaghettios.
pickiest person, you know that?
Vomit.
Oh, I was avoiding that one.
You know what sucks when you
No, don't drink after the jelly bean, you idiot.
I have to have it.
Does
I
it not
taste
taste
like-
weird? Oh god, that does taste like vomit. Oh my
It tastes like
god.
SpaghettiOs. Ugh.
I don't understand this game.
Ooh.
Oh
Why
my
are you
God.
torturing
All these
us?
taste like jelly beans.
Because it's fun.
Oh my god.
Stupid. Do you want to try rotten egg?
I already had it, but I'll try again.
Oh.
Give it to coin. Give it to coin.
Oh,
I didn't taste
damn.
rotten egg. You try it.
I'll taste it.
It's a black one.
Does it taste like
I
black?
think this is sausage or dirt.
Dirt sausage.
Oh my god.
That's a good name. That's a good name for
This one tastes like the first time I ever ate out of a woman.
I have a story behind that. I gotta make it quick.
Oh my god, here we go.
So, I can no longer chew Big Red Gum, and by the way, it's dirt. Because the first time we went down on a chick, I was about 16, and she was about my same age.
That's
I think
about
a year
the same
younger.
age. Huh.
Yeah. And for some reason, it tasted exactly like Big Red Bubble Gum. And I was down on her for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
And that's where he got herpes.
No, but anytime I chew it, it just brings me back to that memory. I'm like, nope. Yeah.
And what is this
It
again?
wasn't
Gum?
a pleasant finish, you're saying.
Oh, no, it was no problem. It's just when you, like, imagine just sitting there, like, constantly getting a super, super strong Big Red bubblegum taste in your mouth for about 15 to 20 minutes. You're just like, my mouth is numb. It's, you know, because of all the cinnamon in it. And you're just like,
I'm gonna give him big red bubble gum now on in his food.
On the next episode, find some. I want to see this reaction. It's gonna be great.
Dirt's not bad. It just tastes like dirt. What dirt smells like, I should
Is
say.
there another dirt?
No, there's vomit and earwax
Yep.
and rotten egg.
56
I'll try
minutes.
earwax. I'll try earwax and see what it. Fuck, man.
Earwax wasn't that bad.
Dirt's not bad.
It didn't really
I'm still
taste-
chewing on dirt.
Dirt.
It's
You need a
just
ball
a
of
t-
pure dirt.
It's just like that time I
12
licked that guy's
kilos.
asshole
Oh.
for $10.
Rotten egg is not good.
What, are you kidding? I'm missing out on this whole experience. What the fuck?
I told
I
you,
ate
rotten
4
egg
jelly
tastes
beans
like
that
a
taste like
hooker's
jelly
vagina.
beans.
Oh god, that one's bad.
Earwax tastes like that guy's
Folks,
asshole.
once again, I